YouTube shut down because it said it detected copyright infringement. I haven't even started the playlist yet, so that might be a problem. Ah. 2-year-olds get their own type of silence. It's different than ours. Hey, Sam and Allie, thanks for joining. Oh, Persquilly. I didn't even see you joined in. You sneaked by. Hey, babe. So YouTube is going, but I think we have a new link. Love you too, Maggie. Khaleesi obviously knows something's going on, right? Like, she can tell. We'd love to know how many people we actually have taking this class. So if you have multiple people like using the same stream right now in your home, you should now or after class like comment and tell us how many people you have with you. You guys, Facebook Live mirror images this. So that is already messing me up and freaking me out. I'm gonna do my best. It'll be fun. Hi, Beth. Dogs definitely count, Eddie. Thank you for including that. One mouse, Megan, that's a problem. I mean, not a problem for yoga, but that's fine. Cool. Okay. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to start. Hi. Thank you all so much for coming. I have never taught yoga via live stream. So this is going to be a learning experience for me as well. I've never, my style of teaching, I typically do not do the poses while I teach them. I like to watch my students and say things that I think would be helpful for students in the room to hear. So I don't have that ability right now. I can't see you. I can't see you practicing. I'm like watching a mirror of myself speaking, which is bizarre for me. So in light of that, I want to ask everybody here to just give yourself a little more trust and a little more attention in how you choose to do the poses on your own. Just because I'm saying something doesn't mean it's right for you. And we have a big range. Oh, hey, my neighbor's here. Hi, Ashley. We have a big range of people practicing today. So like we have teachers practicing and we have people who are brand new to yoga, and that's great. I think that's really awesome. I'm going to do my best to offer a lot of options, and we're going to kind of build levels throughout class. So hopefully you can find levels that work for you, and if you want to stay there, you stay there, and if you want to progress, then I'll offer that as well. So yeah, what else do I need to say before we start? This is a POME class, Product of My Environment. What an amazing company run by amazing people that I am really honored to collaborate with. I had the honor of teaching many a full moon class in Denver through POME, and I'm excited. I'm going to do another live full moon class next week. But just the best people to partner with. So if you're looking for environmental clothing, please check them out if you don't know them already. They are a company that is much more focused on giving back to the community and being a part of the community in a meaningful way, much more than just like making a bunch of money. So support them, support what they're doing. They give back so much. This class is donation. Donations are being gathered into POME's charity foundation and will be distributed to people who have been impacted by coronavirus, people who have lost income, people who have lost livelihood, which is so many people right now. So if you have lost any income recently due to coronavirus, this class is for you. So please feel no pressure in any way to donate. If you are under financial strain, please take care of yourself. And we're here to help take care of you as well. So yeah, there's a couple of themes I want us to focus on for class today. If you are anything like me, like the way I wake up every day in the midst of this crisis is wildly different and unpredictable, like my feelings each day. It's really bizarre. It's a really bizarre time. And I think that however you find yourself feeling in the midst of this is okay and valid, and people are feeling so many different things that it often seems like we should be feeling something different. And I just want to create a little bit of space for us to honor whatever it is that we feel each day in the midst of this. Yoga in particular is a wonderful space to tune into that and allow for that moment in your feelings. And when we talk about like accepting the moment in that way, or surrendering to the moment is like a yoga phrase that you hear a lot. We're really not talking about like not changing things. Like there's so many things in our world that a lot of us want to change, in particular right now. And that's so valid and so important. And when we talk about surrendering to the moment, we're really talking about allowing space for what is to be. Because that's really the only way that we move to address change, is by moving from where we actually are. So really give yourself this time to honor however you're feeling, to allow yourself to listen to that. And we'll all move together in the midst of that, wherever you find yourself today. Another thing I want us to think about during class, in particular, because most of us, I know some of us are still uh, working in very, very needed capacities. So extra thank you to those of you who are still working. A lot of us feel very stuck inside of our homes right now. Um, and that can translate to feeling really physically and energetically stuck in our bodies. So we're going to work to create a lot of like cyclical movement, and kind of like think about like putting yourself through a wash cycle internally in your body. So we're all going to start this playlist at the same time. It's going to be magic. So whoever is your person in charge of technology in your little home groups, get your playlist. Yeah, are we ready? Oh, look, everybody said yes. Okay. All right. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and then go is when we're going to hit the playlist. And if you're off, it really doesn't matter. You're not really going to hear my playlist through it. And if you don't want to use the playlist, just don't. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Now, make your way to your mat and find a comfortable seat. I like to sit on a block to start. Gives yourself a little bit of lift. If you're at home, if you don't have a block, you can sit on a pillow, you can sit on a book, you can sit on a folded up blanket. Bring your hands to your thighs. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. 2 more times like that. Deep breath in. Big inhale. Lift, open the chest. Open the mouth, exhale. 1 more with sound. Inhale. A little bit more. Fill up. Open the mouth, exhale. Close the lips. Keep the eyes closed if you can, and breathe in and out through your nose. Notice the places of you touching the ground or whatever is under you, your mat, and let them get a little bit heavier. So your hips, your legs deeply root down. Keep that grounding and let your next inhale lift just a little through the center of your heart. Easy breath. No forcing. Let it be for a moment before we start to change it. Just little celebrations of the moment we are in. Not all of the little moments to come that we don't know what they're going to be, what is here and now. Deep breaths. With your legs still really grounded and heavy, just ever so slightly lean into your back body. So just take the weight a little bit back. We generally like to stick our heart and belly really forward, just a drawing back really gently. And just with that slight shift, you feel your back muscles start to engage, feel your ability to support yourself. We're growing this powerful connection between every single one of you practicing together. You are in a very real way practicing in a community of people. It's harder to see, it's harder to feel, but it's real. There are people across the country doing the same thing. Try and send a little breath out to your community. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. So we're going to start to make a little more purposeful sound with the breath. Inhale. This time, open your mouth and make an HA sound. Inhale through the nose. Close your mouth and try and make the same sound through the nose. One more time. HA, but the mouth is closed. Exhale. Softly open the eyes if they're still closed. And we'll take 3 breaths to circle the arms. Inhale, circle the arms high. Exhale, hands through the heart. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Take the breath with you forward to hands and knees. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. Knees are right under your hips. Try and grip the mat a little bit more. So spread your fingers really wide and then almost like a cat, like you're like clawing the ground underneath you until you really settle into wide palms. Once you get there, turn the eyes of the elbows forward and we'll start some cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl and round. If you have other movement you're craving, you can take that here. Try and notice what your pelvis is doing. So let that kind of initiate your movement with your breath and then all the way to the crown of the head. Really link breath and movement here to start. Now everybody from cat-cows, we're going to exaggerate them a little bit more. So bend the elbows and really draw the heart forward on your inhale. And on your exhale, round back so you draw the weight a little back over your heels. One more time, inhale, come forward, soft elbows, heart forward. Exhale, curl and round, hips draw back just slightly over the heels. Take a couple more, nice and slow. Neutral table pose. Inhale, your right leg extends behind you. So this is level 1. You can stay right here, especially if you're new, especially if this just feels like enough for you. You press back through the heel, the inner thigh lifts the leg. If you want more to add on, the left arm extends forward. I have no idea if this looks like my right arm or my left arm, but as long as you get both sides, that's fine. We'll do the next one after. You stay extended here, or if you want more, exhale, draw the elbow towards the knee underneath you. You have 3 breaths. Inhale. Nice and slow, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to extend. This time when you place the hand down, bring it just a few inches forward. Really turn the elbow forward towards the front of your mat without locking. So see how that overlaps my elbow? Soften it just a little bit. Press into the hand. Right leg goes to the back of the mat. Drop the foot as an anchor, and you inhale, lift the left arm high. Side plank. So really be sure to lift up through the hips, press down through the fingertips, outer edge of the foot seals down. 2 more breaths. On your inhale, you lift the right leg up. Now we're going to move really slowly here. Exhale, bend the knee towards your chest and step all the way up to the front of the mat. Big step forward. Back knee stays down. If you need extra support under that knee, you roll the mat underneath. Inhale, hands come to the top of the right thigh. And we're going to do a little cat-cow motion here. So inhale to lunge forward a little more, lift the heart. Exhale, hips draw back, round in. 3 times, so 2 more. Inhale, lift the heart, lunge forward. Exhale, draw back, round in. Deep breath. Last time, you inhale, you lift the arms. You have 3 deep breaths in and out here. Deep breath in. Exhale, place your hands and step back, hands and knees, table pose. Find your cat-cows again. Now you're home, you're alone. Nobody in a yoga class is watching you, so you really get to lean into how you want to do this for yourself. This is not for show. What feels best with your breath? How do you connect most to the movement in your body? From hands and knees, we'll take the other side, and you'll be able to see this a little more this time. Inhale, left leg extends behind you. Again, you can stay here. Try not to open the outer hip like this. You want the hip to stay down. The inner thigh lifts the leg. Inhale, the right arm extends. You stay here, or you have 3 elbow to knee on the exhale. Inhale to extend. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale to extend. When you place the hand, place it a little in front, and then turn the eye of the elbow forward without locking. Outer edge of the left leg comes down. Right foot comes behind you like a kickstand. Inhale, lift up high. Right leg is really foundational underneath you. Press down to lift up. Same thing through the hand. Press down to lift your heart. You can keep the arm high or extend it over if you want a little bit longer of a side body stretch. Big breath in, lift the left leg. Now as slow as you can, you're still pressing into the ground. Slowly bend the left knee all the way up towards your heart. Big step to the front of the mat. Back leg down behind you. Inhale, hands to the top of the thigh. You have 3 of those cat-cows here. So inhale, lunge deeper, lift the heart. Exhale, hips back just slightly and round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Really let it feel like flows of movement through your spine. I lost count, but after your third, inhale, lift the arms. Deep breaths. All together, inhale. Exhale. This time, place your hands and step back to plank pose. Whew, that means I have to demo plank pose and talk, right? If you don't want plank, you can always come back to hands and knees and keep doing those cat-cows. Otherwise, we're gonna build a little heat here. Oh yeah, I'm already putting the knees down, that's great. Whatever, knees are great, they're the best. If you do have knees down, try not to keep the hips lifted yet. You have like a straight line of energy from knees to hips to shoulders. 3 more breaths here. You're doing great. Press through your fingertips. Low belly draws in. 1 more. Inhale. Shift the weight forward. And then slowly, elbows go back behind you. Come all the way down to your belly. We're going to do Sphinx pose first. So place the elbows right under your shoulders so you're on your forearms. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now just notice when we take these back bends, we generally like turn off the legs. This part of us like just is doing nothing. It's like dead weight. We kind of want the opposite. This is the part that's really pressing down and working hard. So tops of the toes press down, tops of the quads press down, and then from here, draw low belly in and lift the heart up from your muscles, back muscles. Take 3 more breaths. If you do yoga every day and you want to get into some up dog or some cobra, nobody's stopping you. Please, you do what you need. Exhale to release. Hands by your side. Pubic bone lifts first. Press down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 full breaths in your downward dog. Strong fingers. You're still clawing the ground. Draw the sit bones up and back. Deep breaths. And come down, hands and knees, table pose. Come back to that movement in your spine. Maybe close your eyes. Start with the tailbone. Inhale, lift, belly drops, heart lifts up. Exhale, curl and round. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to start with that modified side plank again. So left hand goes forward just a few inches. Right foot steps to the back of the mat. Left toes anchor down. Inhale, right arm high. Breathe. Inhale, lift the right leg up, nice and slow. This is how we move to the front of the mat. Slow, slow as you can. Right foot steps forward. If you want to stay grounded, the knee stays down. If you want to grow a little bit past that right now, then the back knee lifts. Fingertips are still down and start to work the legs. Hug the inner thighs in. And let that front foot get really heavy and weighty down into the ground, so grounded that your fingertips start to float. Inhale, hands to the top of the thigh, and you have those cat-cows. So inhale, bend the knee, lift the heart. Exhale, round it in. Straighten the back leg. Inhale, bend the knee, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten the back leg and round. 1 more. Bend the knee. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten and round. From here, heart is a little forward. Keep the back leg straight and inhale, lift all the way up to crescent pose. You're doing great. Keep breathing. One more deep breath in. Hands to the heart. Back leg stays strong. Lower the heart forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. If this is too much with the hands together, you can lower the left fingers down and the right arm high. You stay open. 2 more breaths. You got it. Exhale, plant the left hand down, and you choose. If you want to step the right foot back to side plank, you do. If you want to like inch it a little bit at a time, all the way back. Right leg to the back of the mat, right arm high. Deep breaths. Lift through the side body, create that arch. Take 2 more inhales and exhales. Exhale, hand comes down, lower down, hands and knees, table pose. 3 breaths, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. Right hand inches forward. Shift the weight to the right. Step left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale. Next inhale lifts the leg. Nice and slow at your pace, like nobody else's. You don't have to be right in time with me. Left foot comes to the top of the mat. Knee down is super valid if you want to stay there. Otherwise, inhale to lift up. Hands to the thigh. Bend the back knee. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, straighten the leg and round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, straighten the back leg and round. 1 more. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, straighten and round. So that's hard. You got it. Back body strong. Inhale, come all the way up to your crescent pose. 3 breaths. You got it. Press through the back heel. Come into your breath. What can you soften around all of the parts of you that are working really hard? Hands to the heart. Deep breath in. Lower the heart forward and take your twist. Try and match what you did on the opposite side. So you either stay here or right fingertips down. 2 more. Plant the right hand, eye of the elbow turns forward, and you choose. You either heel toe the foot all the way back, nice and slow, or you step it straight back. From this bottom thigh, really lift up into that arch. You have 3 deep breaths. Excellent. Exhale. Now you choose. You can go right to down dog. Otherwise, we're going to chaturanga. So inhale, shift forward. Knees are super optional. I'm going to demo with them. Exhale, lower halfway, no more. Inhale, through and forward, really strong through the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Everyone, exhale, down to your heels. Take a seat. And really try and settle immediately into your stillness. Like all of that buzzing energy that you just moved through yourself, let that wash over you. Sit in the effects of that. Reconnect to your breath if it got away from you. Take 3 more. Look inside. Take your time. Slowly make your way back to hands and knees, table pose. Start that movement again in the spine with your cat-cows. We have 1 more time through this little wash cycle. We're going to add on a little bit more. We're going to change it up. So find your neutral table pose. And we'll start with our modified side plank. So left hand comes forward just a little. Shift the weight to the left. Step the right foot back. Left foot is an anchor behind you. Inhale the right arm high. Now, if this is enough for you, listen to yourself and please stay here. If you want a little more heat, I'm actually gonna change sides so you guys can see what I'm doing. So if you'd like a little more heat, really root down through the outer edge of your right foot behind you. Press down into that foot and lift your bottom leg up. Like you're hugging the heel into the butt. Now you can stay right here and breathe. If you want more, I have to do this while talking. Extend the bottom leg out, and you're gonna take knee to elbow 3 times. Deep breath in, press out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that burn. Inhale. Exhale. I think we have one more. Yeah? Inhale. Exhale. From here, turn the body down. Left hand comes down. 3-legged dog. I messed up right and left because I switched it. Left leg lifts up. And exhale, step the left foot forward. So we're doing left side first here. Back foot plants down. Outer edge of the foot seals down. So you're at a 45-degree angle on the back leg, warrior 1. Inhale, both arms high. Take 5 full breaths. Interlace the hands behind your low back. Deep breath in, lift the heart. Exhale, bow forward inside of that front thigh. Options here are to keep the back knee down still. You could still be here in this grounded pose. Soften through the heart. Soften through the throat. Take one more deep breath. And exhale, release the hands down. We're coming into warrior 2. So outer edge of the back foot is in line with the back edge of the mat. So your toes are pointing 2 different directions. Windmill the arms up. Big breath in, warrior 2. Now, like most of us want to sit right here in our warrior 2, I really encourage you to get like, whoo, all the way lower. So this hip is as best as it can be in line with that front knee. The knee wants to drop in. Keep opening up the hips in 2 different directions. You have 5 full breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Feel your feet underneath you. Remember how connected you are. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower the hands down. Keep the feet as they are. So the feet, the hips, like nothing is changing down here. We're gonna take the hands into a side down dog position. So again, the feet did not change. My hands are off the edge of the mat, like down dog. I'm gonna push into the fingertips and soften the heart. 5 full breaths. Keep opening that front thigh. Again, this knee wants to drop in. Open it out. Pull the thigh back and bend the knee deeper. Slowly walk the hands back to the front of the mat and step the foot back, downward facing dog. Lower down, hands and knees, table pose. Right hand inches forward just a little bit. Shift the weight to the right, left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale the left arm high. Honestly, I'm so confused on rights and lefts now. Just make sure you hit both your sides. That's what matters. Really strong underneath you. Outer edge of the back foot. Strong handprint here. When you're ready, inhale, that bottom leg lifts. Inhale to extend. Move nice and slow. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. We got 3. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Place the hand. Right leg lifts behind you. Deep breath. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Warrior 1. 45-degree angle on your back foot. Deep lunge into your front knee. Inhale, lift the arms. You have 5 rounds of breath. And even here, even though you're not moving, can you feel that little bit of undulation through your spine? Almost like echo waves of your cat-cow that move with your breath. And see if you can let the tops of the shoulders soften. The space behind your heart softens a little bit. Deep breath. Hands lower behind your low back. Inhale. Exhale, fold inside of that front thigh. Again, you can keep the back knee down this whole time. That's totally fine. Breathe. Exhale, release your hands, and we'll set up for warrior 2. Outer edge of the back foot seals down. Toes are pointing to opposite directions. Inhale, big breath in. Windmill the arms up, warrior 2. I'm going to switch sides so I even out. And then notice, is this really in line with the knee? We like to fool ourselves when we don't have live stream mirroring us. I can see really clearly that this is not at the same level. So use your exhale to sink down a little more. And every time you sink down, your back hip is going to want to pull forward, pull it back behind you. Really open the hips wide, arms to a T. You have 3 more here. Deep breath in. Exhale the hands down. Don't change the legs. Nothing changes about the legs. Find a down dog, at an angle. So I'm not fully here in the middle. I'm not fully here at the top. I'm off at an angle here. Fingers spread. Press down. Open the hips in your leg pose and let the heart melt. This time, inhale, slowly walk your hands up, straighten both legs, and turn both of your toes towards the wide edge of your mat. So hands are right underneath your shoulders or your face. So you can see here, I keep this really long at first. The knees can be as bent as they need to be, but try not to let your weight go really far back in your heels. Try to bring it a little more forward into your toes. Spread the toes wide, deep breath in here, and then exhale, fold down. Crown of the head drops. You're here for about 8 more breaths. Really expand your breath and lean into the sensations available to you here and now. Even if you want to change them, even if they're not your preferred sensations, what is available to you? What is in your present moment available for you to celebrate, to explore, to be curious about? 3 more breaths. Slowly walk your hands to the front of your mat. You can take a chaturanga, you can go right to down dog, you can go right to hands and knees. You have about 5 breaths to reset. And we'll meet in hands and knees table pose. If you want to sit and breathe, if you want to take child's pose, take the most profitable shape for you right now. So we're going to continue. We're winding a little bit down now, but we're going to continue with our pathway that we've already made for ourselves. So left hand comes forward just an inch. Left foot comes to your side. Shift the weight left. Back of the right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, right arm high. Or if you just want to stay here, again, this is great. If you have more, inhale, lift that leg. Slowly bend the knee so the heel goes towards your butt behind you. This right arm starts to reach back, and maybe you reach for that foot. You can reach for the inner edge or the outer edge, whatever's available to you. Don't forget to press down through what's underneath you. So the fingertips, the toes behind you, that's your anchor. From there, you lift up, press the foot into the hand, and start to feel that quad stretch. 3 more breaths. Full body breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release the leg long and nice and slow. One more time. Bend the knee as slow as you can. Step it forward to the front of the mat. From here, hands are going to come inside of your right thigh, and I'm going to give you some options. Like a lot of people love this lizard lunge. If you want to come down to your forearms or come down to a block, that's totally fine. If this is your jam, you stick with that. If you want a little more structure in your hip opening, which as somebody with hypermobile hips, I need structure. So if that's you, you might want more structure. You're going to create some more 90-degree angles with your body. So right knee right over the ankle, left thigh right over the left knee, hands inside of your right leg. You're pressing down into your right foot. So you can't see me. So you feel that outer thigh really lift when you press down here. Then use your exhale to bend the elbows, lower the heart. Full 10 breaths in your hip opening pose. When you have this longer period of hold, really try and notice where the breath gets stuck in your body. For a lot of us, that's like in our heart, throat, shoulders, neck region. Like we have that undulation in this lower part of the spine, and then it kind of like gets all stuck up here. So see if you can really release that and let some softness in through that whole movement. Take 3 more breaths. Inhale to slowly lift yourself up. Now, as if you were coming into this grounded crescent pose, but you're going to keep the fingertips down. Take the knee back, especially if you were in that squared hip pose, and then draw the hips back over the left knee, straightening that right leg in front of you. So inch it forward and then lift the toes up so they pull towards your face. Now, a little bit of cat-cow here, like stick the sit bones back. That already, I feel that in the hamstrings so much. Make sure you don't lock that knee. Sit bones back, heart forward, like your cow pose. And then exhale, Soften it forward to fold in. Deep breaths. Bend that knee as much as you need to. You want to get enough sensation in the back of the right thigh that it creates more opening, but not enough that it forces more opening. We don't want force. Like you're asking your body to open. You need your body's consent. Don't force it. When you're ready, step your right foot back, shake it out, find your cat-cows. You can shimmy the hips side to side. You can take some big circles around with the chest. Or if you want stillness, you can sit on your heels. You can take child's pose. Take a few more breaths here. Hands and knees, we'll take the other side. Right hand just a couple inches forward, shift the weight right. Left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, left arm high. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Nice and slow. Bend the knee back behind you towards your butt. Heel goes towards the butt. And then slowly draw the left hand back to the top of the foot. Don't forget about what's underneath you. If this feels like more of a balancing pose, really focus on what's underneath you to grow your grounding. Once you feel secure there, you push the top of the foot into the arm and breathe. Heart lifts. 3 more. Release the leg long, the arm long. Nice and slow. Bend the knee as slowly as you can, wherever you are. Get the foot to the front of the mat, and we'll set up for that hip opener. So again, if you like your lizard lunge, if you like that long hip opener here, you lower the elbows down to the forearms or a block. If you want more structure, create those 90-degree angles for yourself. Press down through the left heel, and you get a little lift in that outer left hip. From there, you exhale, lower down. Big, full breaths. You have 10 here. We'll take the last few breaths all together. Inhale. Exhale. All together, even when we're apart. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Stay all the way through the exhale. And then let the inhale slowly lift you up. We'll set up for that half splits. So as if you were coming into your grounded crescent pose, then take the back knee back a little bit more so you have more space. Draw the hips back so they stack over the knee, and then extend the foot forward to whatever your length is. Like, it doesn't have to be my length. When it gets there, you pull the toes back. Nice. Soften the knee. Deep breath in. Now, find that cat-cow, just that little bit of movement. It's way more internal than anything. The sit bones press back. The heart goes forward, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, fold in. Slowly inhale to come out. Place your hands. Step the foot back. And we'll all come into child's pose. So feet together underneath you. Knees are wide enough that you can get your heart down to the ground. And if you have tight hips, you might want to stick a block underneath you or a pillow or a blanket. If your heart doesn't want to come all the way down, you can stick a block or a blanket under your heart. But take a full 10 breaths here. And look inside. Slowly, no rush. Inhale starts to move your hands back towards you to lift your heart. Come up to a seat. Great job, guys. I can't see you, but I know. You're doing really great. We're going to start to wind down now. We're going to focus a lot of hips at the end, a lot of hip opening, a little bit of yin hip action as well. So if you want to sit on a block, like we're going to do a few seated poses here. So when you sit down, if your back rounds and your legs lift, that's a really good sign that you need a little more space. Yeah, this is more what we're looking for, a natural curve in the low back. And raising your seat is really helpful to create that space for yourself. So take care of yourself. If you want to sit on something, sit on something. Outer edges of the feet will come together. I'm going to take 2 versions of Baddha Konasana. So if you have ankle injuries like me, it feels much better to keep your hands under your ankles to keep them in line a little bit more. I hope you don't, and I hope you can just stay like that, and that feels great. Press the outer edges of your feet together and lift your heart up. So we're going to do that cat-cow movement again here. This first one is our cow version. So low belly is drawing towards your heels. Lift through the heart, and like there's a string drawing low belly towards your heels. Like that's how you're going to fold in. Keep pressing the outer edges of the feet together. Keep drawing the heart forward and slowly lower yourself, keeping low belly really strong towards your heels. So once you get to your like lowering distance, then you let the chin drop towards the chest, and you'll take 5 more breaths. Inhale to slowly lift yourself with your breath. And letter B, the second variation of Baddha Konasana, is the opposite. So your cat pose. So you're rounding first. Low belly is drawing back away from the heels as if that string were pulling in the opposite direction behind you. So chin can already go towards your chest at the beginning, and you round all the way down like you're trying to get either your forehead or even the crown of the head down towards the heels. Letter B, you have 5 breaths here. Outer edges of the feet still pressed together, so you feel how you're working like a different angle of your hips here. Keep the breath just as strong, just as present. Inhale, roll the spine, tailbone roots first, roll the spine all the way up, deep breath. Exhale, soften. Our next variation is technically a different pose, but for like normal humans, it looks like another variation. So from here, you're gonna take your feet like, I don't know, 2 feet forward in front of you. So you have like an actual diamond and not a butterfly. Yeah, a little bit further. If you have a block or a pillow or something that's like easy to do this with, you're gonna put a block there and place your feet on top. If you don't have that, then you're gonna do like I was doing and put your hands underneath your ankles. Or if none of that works, like if you can't touch your ankles, then just leave it. This is fine too. Again, press the outer edges of the feet together, lift through the heart, and we're gonna fold in here. So if you have the block, you can take the hands through on either side of that block and fold in. And with each breath you take, really try and let your hips get heavy, like you're relinquishing control over this space. It's sitting here. It doesn't need to work so hard right now. Slowly inhale to lift yourself all the way up. Move your block, move your props, whatever you have. And then feet in front of you, arms behind you for support. Take your feet a little bit wider. And we just did a lot of like open hip stuff, so we're gonna counter that a little bit. So drop the knee in on one side, like this leg out here is not as important. Just let that inner leg go down as much as it can without pain, without sharp shooting anything. Let it get heavy. Inhale to lift up, really slow, no rush. Take the other side. Give it a moment, let it rest. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. Inhale to come up. Exhale the other side. Inhale to come up. Take your feet back to hips width apart, and you'll lift your right leg, cross the ankle over the thigh. So the distances between yourself here is gonna make like how extreme this pose feels. Like this is gonna feel like you have more space. You physically are allowing more space in your pose, so it will feel like that. So if you're tighter, if this pose feels hard for you, take the heel forward, take hands back. If you want a little more intensity, you bring that heel closer in, bring your hands in and lift your heart more. Heavy through the hip, flex through the toe. 3 more breaths. Deep breath in. Now, from here, if you're like really tight in here, give yourself a little more space. Yeah, take that left heel forward. Take a deep breath in. And then you're gonna drop the legs over to the left. Take that front leg and bring the heel in towards you. Situate yourself so you're a little more seated on your hips. Right knee is bent, pointing up, hug it in. You stay right here, or you take a deeper twist, right fingers behind you. You can keep the left arm hugging, or you hook it outside of the thigh. 3 breaths. No forcing. Follow your breath. Close your eyes. Can you still feel your legs, your hips under you while you lift up through the heart? Exhale, release. Uncross the legs. Shake it out as you need. We have the other side, and then we're done. That's it. We're getting to our Shavasana. So lift the left thigh, ankle over the right thigh. And then again, whatever is needed. It doesn't have to look at all the same as the other side. Usually one hip is much tighter or more open than the other. Soften the gaze and see what's available. One more deep breath. Exhale. You'll drop the legs down to the right. Bring that right heel in. Get yourself seated. Hug in the thigh. And you either stay here or you can bring the left fingers behind you. You can hook the elbow. Try to take the same variation of twist. So it's different than like opening hip muscles where we really want to allow for the differences. The twist, like, yes, we allow for differences, but we're more so looking to even out through the twist. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. So seated on your mat, knees bent, slowly lower yourself down. For Savasana, the legs are a little bit apart. Arms are just a little away from you so they're not touching you. You have some space. And first, before our Shavasana, we're actually going to take a different pose. So palms face down, toes point up. And then I want you to imagine that the ground underneath you, like you suddenly became magnetized to it. So it's not like you're really working to press yourself down. You're just kind of like sucked down into the ground. A little pressure through the backs of the heels, backs of the legs, back of your heart softens into the earth. With the eyes closed, take a deep breath in here. Open the mouth. Exhale to your Savasana. So palms flip up, legs release, soft, open. We're going to stay together in Shavasana. I'll call you out of it when we're done. Take a moment to feel the effects of the practice in your body. That cleansed, fresh canvas of energy that you've created in your body. Take rest. Without moving your body, start to feel your breath again. Little by little, it starts to grow in your chest. Until it expands to its fullest. At the very top of your big full inhale, it extends to the fingers and toes, and you start to get some wiggly movements in the body. Wrists and ankles. Chin drops side to side. And then all together, bring your heels together, arms over your head. We'll take a big full body stretch. So reach your fingers away from your toes. Good morning stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Let it go. Bend your knees. Roll to your side. And pause in this fetal position. Once again, take a moment to assess this new internal landscape. To feel some gratitude for your ability to move in your body, the honor of being here in this moment. Keep your torso really drapey, like no abdominal muscles should be working that hard. Lean into your hands to slowly press yourself up. Find a comfortable seat. So inhale, bring your hands together. Fingertips are going to touch, and there's a little space between your palms. Like you could feel your breath between your palms. Hands right in front of the heart. Lift through the heart. And breathe. Soften any lingering tension that is not needed. Tops of the shoulders, jaw, eyebrows. Thank you so much for joining our practice today. Great love. Namaste. Are you guys still there? Did everybody leave? No, I'm just kidding. I know you're still there. Thank you so much for joining. That was really fun to teach. I would love your feedback. Something that didn't work, something that did. If you want to comment, if you want to reach out to me privately, I would love to hear from you. Donation link will be up until tomorrow. So if you didn't get the chance to donate and you want to donate, that is still available to you. Please follow POME, Product of My Environment, to keep up to date on what they are donating to and the wonderful charities that they support. And I will be teaching full moon class next week on Tuesday. There is a booty busting workout on Wednesday with POME, midday, lunchtime, depending on your time zone. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I love you guys so much, like sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. It's amazing to get to connect to so many people, like literally people from every single aspect of my life are here in this class. That's really fabulous. Thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful. Love you.